Dr. Fillmore.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Ah, man. I have one of those, but it's in my other pants.
You wouldn't recognize one if it fell on your head. That's why I'm going to retrieve it.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after? It's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you going to put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful. Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption minimal. Don't
doors here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Fire at will!
No sign of the agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building. Sweet.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Allie.
This wasn't really what I planned on doing today.
survivors.
Nice. That'll do it.
That should do it. Elevator ought to have power again.
Search the area. It's only a matter of time before I find you. Don't make me come find you.
Now.
Why don't you make this easy for both of us?
There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
Nice.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Got it.
We have a situation. Running close quarters.
Attention. This is now combat zone. Up to and death if you remain in the area. This notice required by law. Put down your weapons and submit to authority.
Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the charts. I'll monitor things from here.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
through. Nice.
Airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed. Reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Analysis. Hello.
I'm doing today. These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
What was that?
Regrettable occurrence.
Hello?
An enemy may be utilizing stealth. How interesting.
No life signs detected.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back. Sounds like those raiders. When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia was a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Dr. Fillmore?
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
Miss Jody, welcome back, Mum. I do hope you were able to find some assistance in Concord.
How were things here while I was gone?
No, just catching up on some old yard work with the occasional pest control. And you, Mum? Anything to be found in Concord?
You could say that. I made a few new friends.
Can't have enough of those these days. I realize that I'm no Mr. Gutsy, but if needed, I'd be honored to accompany you throughout the Commonwealth. Just say the word.
No, not now.
How's your energy? Feeling any fatigue? No more than I'd expect from a man of my age. Okay. You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon? Yes, Doctor. I'm taking all my little pills. And you've been getting extra rest. Are there many more of these questions?
Any additional pain or tenderness?
Not that I've noticed, no. I feel quite well.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brother.
That's what matters.
For the moment, yes. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not be noticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances. I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause. But by directly confronting the Brotherhood, I think you've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you. The Brotherhood is an issue for the future, and we must focus. Rambling on like the olden time, you're needed elsewhere at once.
Good. Here I was, afraid I'd have nothing to do.
Very funny. There's something that needs your immediate attention. This situation, I'm afraid, is something of your creation, however unintentional.
I find that very hard to believe.
Yes, which is why I said, while you were assisting Dr. Fillmore, a second team was sent out, someone from the Commonwealth to join in some miscommunication. And this individual called for help, which arrived in the form of your Minutemen. My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary situation. But it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the...
All this effort. What's so special about this person?
Mr. Wallace? Despite a lack of formal training, our surveillance has shown he has incredible intellect. He may be able to drastically speed up work on the reactor.
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
What's going on here?
We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against. How did you hear about it?
Know what's going on here. This situation is complicated.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on. These assholes think they can kidnap whoever they want, whenever they... Not while we're here. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear. So, you want to lead the charge?
No one. Tell your men to stand down.
I don't... Are you kidding me? If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy. He'll have failed. Again. Are you gonna order the attack or not?
That man's life? You could get him killed too.
If we don't do anything, he's as good as dead. You do know which side you're on, don't you?
Still in one piece. What's going on here?
We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. We don't know quite what...
Right? I'm not sure.
Oh, but that makes...
Have your men assess the situation.
I don't think that's a good idea. We have to act now, or else we risk not only letting them get away, but taking one of our fate on anyone. Are you gonna lead us in there, or what?
This
isn't a misunderstanding. And by, while the Institute abuses... You do know which side you're on, don't you?
You sure you're willing to risk being wrong about this?
Look, I just want people to be safe, you know? I don't want anyone else dying or getting kidnapped or whatever. We won't start shooting or nothing. But you, and make sure you're right.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Oh, thank God we might not make it out of this mess.
What's happened?
I'm not suited for field work. I've said that over and over, and they sent me anyway. There was no indication that Wallace was aware that we might be watching him. If I'd known, I don't know. Maybe I'd have tried to handle things differently. I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
You specifically.
They thought I'd be able to relate to him with my scientific background. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how to be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him. Material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking...
To him?
Don't make him angry. Let him know we're not going to hurt him. In fact, his life would improve.
It's stuck. Useless.
You must be pretty excited.
Here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you?
Sir? Are you okay? Have you been injured and...
Room to avoid killer robots. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
What can I say to convince you that we're not going to hurt you?
That you're leaving and never coming back.
Right. We're here. That's why I'm wasting time talking to you through the door.
That's not funny!
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
If I wanted to talk, I wouldn't be in here.
We're not here, Colt. You're gonna regret it.
See me?
Oh, Institute, this is Dr. Thompson. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a set by 5.3 to subdue our subject. Situation outside, but we have to get this man back to the Institute. I expect Father will want a report from you.
Operating at full capacity.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several. And with his help, Phase 3 will be ready and thanks to you.
Before I even arrived. Just how close are we?
It shouldn't. His division has it well in hand. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
Because no one up there
It's not a joke. There's been too much posturing by too many groups. The world needs to know that we are in power and the Commonwealth is ours. As the incoming director, it is your responsibility to lead, to establish that place for the Institute's future. Please take this seriously. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth. Use the microphone here and follow this script. I'm sure you'll do fine, Mother.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists, that we are among you. It's true. But it's not the whole truth. We are here, and we are... here. Technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor, ensuring that we will persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist, ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in tragedy for all involved. Rest easy. That mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was interesting, right? But it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little...
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, it's the best we preempt their broadcast, which is the maximum range possible. I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. Report back when you're done. We...
Got killed or something. Total bloodbath.
Work out. But that's...
Maybe the... Here.
I think the radio sounds better these days.
Okay. Like this.
Things with Scarlet work out.
If you encounter a...
The transmitter has been modified.
We are.
Good. Once through, you do the honors. This, my friends, is the moment we've all... No longer will we be forced, and we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute reclaimed the Commonwealth.
Sean.
After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived.
Now that the reactor works, what's next for the Institute?
We'll get to that. There's more work to be done, is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface.
Good evening.
Higgs and Logan are...
May I be the first to welcome you, ma'am. We're looking forward to working with you.
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope
Finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
To push back. To assert ourselves here. Along.
To bring you up to speed? Obviously, there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the reactor now online. We have the ability to not only expand synth production to a much greater degree.
Where are you going with this? What's the Institute's goal?
Well, as agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. Eliminated.
As the incoming director, we felt it important to inform you of...
If this has to happen, we're not out to destroy the Commonwealth.
As director, it's up to you's goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take, to focus on weapons development.
What would the results of this choice be? I'd like to make a well-informed decision.
Well, if we increase synth production, we'd be able to deploy more of them to the Commonwealth. Weapon development would improve the weapons we have available to us now, making our synths more effective in the field. Which would you prefer we focus on?
Synths are the Institute's greatest strength. The more we have.
That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
We're making real progress, thanks to you.
At our needs.
Unit B592 is undergoing the reclamation. Before long, he'll be back in the workforce.
If you require maintenance, East Division.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
You've met with the Director. I assume they made their intentions known. Reached the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
How long has this been coming? When did they decide on this course of action?
The arrival of the Brotherhood's airship was the final straw, really. There's just too much at stake. You can't afford to lose it all.
You know, Mother, the road in order to first reach the Institute.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by where do you stand with them now. Do you count them amongst your allies?
I can't lie. They are allies.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I won't ask for details. I'm sure I don't want to know. But these people, with their twisted ideology, they seek to undermine everything the Institute stands for. Surely you can see that.
They're not a threat to the Institute.
Of course, they claim they're about rights and freedom for synths. But those misguided notions have led to countless acts of violence. Surely you can see that you can no longer work with them? That the time has come to put an end to them, for our sake, for our future. I'm afraid this is an order. The railroad leadership needs to be eliminated. I expect a report when it's done.
I just heard the most fascinating rumor. The story goes that you actually found the Institute. Been there and back again. Sounds crazy, right?
It's all true.
Deacon says you used teleportation. I can't imagine. You must feel justifiably proud of what your Minutemen have achieved in such a short time. Eventually, the Minutemen will devise their own plan. Your soldiers will place any priority on rescuing the synths inside. I'm counting on you being as passionate about freeing synths as we are. Please, work with us instead.
You think the Minutemen won't help the synths?
The Minutemen are a reflection of the character of the Commonwealth people. And time again, that character... The synths are tangible receptacles of their hatred of the Institute. Order them to help, and they'd mutiny.
I don't know.
Take your time. Think it over. But remember, the synth's fate is literally in your hands.
Hey you. Randolph Safe House has been MIA since Switchboard. But now, we got one of the dead drops tagged. Des wants you to check it out.
It took this long to make contact? Sounds suspicious.
Yeah, it smells fishy. But if some of our boys need help, we gotta do what we gotta do, right? Once you take care of the dead drop, report him to Des.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths are at stake.
I'm busy.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Nick.
Time to hit the road?
Not now.
Well, I'll be around if you change your mind.
pleasure to be talking to you again.
Hey,
Ready to head back out?
that depends. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good enough to head out and crush some skulls. So, are you ready to hit the road?
Ready.
Good. Then let's get moving. You're gonna drag that junk around?
Blackbird spotted. Badly injured. Way too many hostiles for the runner to engage. Request assistance from HQ.
Find him and kill him! fighters. That's another story.
Don't do
Huh. This still looks cleaner than me place back at the combat zone. Let me know if you want help with that lock.
There we go. Yes.
Don't you have a light in that gizmo strapped to your wrist?
Hey! Fucking pay for that. No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
This place is filthy.
Got it.
The survivor from Augusta, Blackbird, is dead. I didn't find any evidence of where the synth is.
As I expected. Well, at least you weren't hurt. Perhaps Desdemona would listen to me next time. Now, if you don't mind...
We're all the synths got.
Hey. Yeah? Oh, sure. Make me carry more of your junk.
Mr. Tim's here. Randolph safe house was not hit, but do not make direct contact. We got 3 packages, very scared packages here, requesting assistance. Our runner reports we got Gen 1's camp nearby, assuming we're under surveillance. Please have a heavy clear the area. Coordinates enclosed. After, please pass our status back to Big D. Mr. Tim's out.
Someone there? Huh? What's that? Something there.
Pardon me, ma'am. Parker Quinn. I just wanted to say, it's a good thing you came by my con.
If you say so.
I do say so. Because, lady, I look at you, and I swear to God, no lie. And I say, this chick, she is no friggin' joke. She walks down the street like she was born here. And nobody's born here. The schools, if anything, probably equal this.
But no, that means you're smart. Super smart.
If you have a point, make it.
Oh, I got a point like a spear. Look, because you're obviously a busy, dangerous, and exceedingly intelligent person, I'm gonna cut right to it.
I'm gonna make you a proposition so spectacular, you can't possibly say no. You ready?
No.
Every day you're gonna buy stuff, and you pay with caps. Caps, bottle caps. What is this, fucking 1612? A bunch of losers blew up the world 200 years ago, and we have to lug around piles of bottle caps? Are you friggin' kidding me? So that's why I've been working to get rid of caps. Introducing the only form of currency you'll ever need. The charge card.
You're a fucking thief.
What? What did you call me? You call me a thief? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Whoa, whoa.
And who I know? I'm so dead. Do you understand?
Just getting warmed up.
I'm totally fucking with you. Pardon me, man. Parker Quinn. I just wanted to say, it's a good thing you came by my car.
What was that? That's more like it. Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
No sign of him now. Hey, let's go and start.
Institute didn't leave much left, did they?
Got it.
I'm gonna be pissed if I get soaked.
Sweet. Nice.
What we got? Crap, crap, nothing but crap.
That's it.
Nothing to report, ma'am. Reporting status. All functions normal.
Hey.
Point out what you need and I'll get right on it.
Hey.
What's the matter?
Kate. I think it's time for you to leave.
Okay. I'll head home for now. Watch yourself out there.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
Need something?
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church.
Institute presence increases odds of detection of all northern routes by 52%.
52%. That's prohibitively dangerous.
Charmer, how do you feel about getting thrown back into the fire?
Tell me about the job.
We're still working that out. We've hit a snag with Dr. Amari. You've dealt with her before, but you may not know of the vital role she plays in our organization. Synths are supposed to go to the memory den. The doctor gives them a new set of memories, then they move out. But her latest patient is stuck there. The runner's route has been compromised, and we're looking for options.
Tell me about the options.
We're trying to come up with another route that leads to the proper destination. Maybe... Pam, what if we reroute through Lexington?
The switchboard is a nexus of Institute activity. Odds of detection increase exponentially with proximity to the nexus.
In English, Pam.
She means we can't run ops anywhere remotely near Switchboard. The Gen 1s blocking the original route have to go.
Why is killing them our plan B?
Excellent question.
Assaulting an entrenched Institute position is always risky. I don't want to put one of our top agents in harm's way unless it's necessary. Go to Dr. Amari and tell her rerouting isn't possible. You're there to clear the route for one last run. There's a lot at stake here, so get the job done.
I suppose
Desdemona.
you're here for my medical
Please,
services.
work with
Let's
us
see what's
instead of the
wrong
Minutemen.
today.
The lives of many synths are at stake.
I'll stick with my people in the Minutemen.
Of course I'm disappointed. But hopefully in time you'll come around. The fate of the synths depends on it.
Desdemona.
Please, work with us instead of the Minutemen. The lives of many synths...
Systems locked. Building statistical model for Operation Tea Party.
One more hour till my shift ends.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
The railroad has left us with no other option. Remember that.
Sean?
The railroad has left us with no other option. Remember that.
What just happened?
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia were quite a handful.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
And so, the work is done. I am sorry. I know it was likely difficult for you.
It was tough, yeah.
I assure you that there was no other way. Their fanaticism wouldn't have allowed it. There is obviously one final threat the Institute faces.
Sure. There's always one last thing.
You're not wrong, I suppose. There will always be issues that need to be dealt with, but this is something else entirely. The Brotherhood of Steel covets technology, and has made it clear that we cannot peacefully coexist. They will eventually come for us, and attempt to take what we've spent so long creating. We need to destroy them, before they can destroy us.
Destroy them? What exactly do you mean?
I mean we eliminate all Brotherhood forces in the Commonwealth. But the problem with the Brotherhood of Steel goes beyond the edges of the Commonwealth. It's not enough to destroy them here.
There are more of them out in the world, Mother. And they too will come for us.
You have something in mind if that happens?
I'd like to prevent it from happening in the first place. We will show them that if they interfere with us, the very technology they value so highly will be turned against them. We will teach them that we can appear at a moment's notice, wherever we please, and they cannot ever stop us. They will know better than to ever interfere with us again.
And if we fail, we're just making things worse for ourselves.
We won't fail. Dr. Lee should be expecting you in her lab. She can fill you in on the details. Time is of the essence.